What up, what's poppin'? In today's video, we're tackling a very iconic anime whose dub was released out of order, Zoids New Century. Zoids New Century was the second main anime series in the Zoids franchise, often referred to as just Zoids in the English dub. We'll get into the history about the show a little later, but before we get any further, make sure to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss any updates. Now without further ado, let's get it. Zoids New Century first aired on TBS on January 6, 2001, eventually running until June 30th, 2001. The series was the first Zoids anime to be dubbed in English and released in the US. In other English-speaking countries, such as the UK and Australia, Zoids Chaotic Century aired first, with New Century following later, keeping the same structure with the original order in Japan. New Century takes place a long time after the events of Zoids Chaotic Century. Zoids are no longer used for warfare. Instead, the combative nature of both Zoids and humans are focused and contained by a series of battle competitions and tournaments run by the Zoid Battle Commission. Because this show was produced largely to highlight the mecha tournament aspects of the Zoid franchise, some critics felt it drifted too far from the original lore. There is also a debate over whether Zoids New Century is part of the main continuity or stands apart as its own separate storyline. Despite that, it remains a popular entry for fans of the series. Similar to other Zoids anime, Zoids New Century did not originate from a manga, but was conceived as an original anime project under the overarching Zoids toy line by Tomy. Compared to the other Zoids installments, this series had a fairly short run and a self-contained story. It ran for only 26 episodes. So, let's get into the story. One day, a wandering junk dealer named BitCloud stumbles upon the Blitz team in the middle of a Zoid match against the Tigers team. Curious about Zoid battles, he accidentally causes Leon Toro's shield Liger to trip by using his truck's optical camouflage. Because of this, the Tigers team claims an invalid win, so the judge grants a rematch. Feeling guilty, Bit helps Leon recover and follows him to the Blitz team's base. There, everyone learns Bit has been collecting parts, some belonging to the team Zoids themselves. So they lock him up, but a mysterious white Zoid called Liger Zero frees him. No one has ever been able to pilot the Liger Zero, so the team is surprised when Bit climbs inside and syncs with it right away. At the rematch, Bit officially joins the Blitz team. He uses the Liger Zero speed to take down two of the Tigers' Saber Tigers. Brad finishes off the last one. Though Bit wins, Lena and Brad complain that his Liger Zero does not have strong built-in weapons. Later, the Blitz team hears about Naomi, aka Red Comet. She is famous for never letting enemies get close to her red gun sniper. Bit fights her in a special 6 shots only match. Although Bit's aim seems poor, he breaks the cliff under Naomi's feet. She loses her balance and the Liger Zero dodges her final shot. This makes Bit the first person to defeat her. Soon after, a wealthy pilot named Harry Champ appears. He has a crush on Lena and sees Bit as a rival. Their battle takes place in a maze-like city where combat is confusing. Lena fires wildly, almost hitting Brad. In the end, she blasts both Bit and Harry to win the most points for herself. Skipping ahead, another threat emerges. The Backdraft group, who runs illegal battles and breaks the rules. They kidnap Lena to force a fight against the Blitz team. Bit and Jamie rescue her, though they face stealthy Hellcats and a giant rolling machine called the Battlejack. Bit uses his wits to trap the machine against a cliff, while Brad returns just in time to help. Lena escapes on her own, damaging the Backdraft's Whale King airship. After this, Dr. Toros gives Bit 3 new armor systems for the Liger Zero: Schneider for close combat, Jaeger for speed, and Panzer for heavy weapons. Before Bit can fully test them, he meets Jack Sisko, a mercenary with a fast lightning sights. During the fight, Bit cannot match Jack's speed until he swaps to the Liger Zero Jaeger. He finally wins with its boosted speed. Later on, Stoller, a top pilot for the Backdraft, tests his huge Elephander against the Blitz team inside a giant dome. Bit switches to the Jaeger armor again and finds the Elephander's blind spot, winning the battle fairly, even though the Backdraft group uses shady tactics. Lena then upgrades to a heavily armed gun sniper, while Brad outfits his Command Wolf with stronger cannons. Together, they face many more Backdraft attacks, including one by the Sand Stingrays, who try to ambush them in the desert with sinkers. The Blitz team also fends off the Fuma team, who attack from underground with war sharks. The Backdraft group eventually steals the Liger Zero. They force Bit to battle Stolar in a dangerous arena surrounded by flames. Bit fights back, but the Elefander nearly overpowers him. The Blitz team arrives, and Bit transforms his Zoid into the Schneider armor. Though he damages Stolar's Zoid, both pilots agree to call it a draw. Bit escapes with the Liger Zero in the chaos. When the Backdraft group attacks again using swarms of Zabats, Jamie must pilot a new Reynos aircraft. Dr. Toros hopes Jamie can become as skilled as his father, who was once known as the Wild Eagle. At first, Jamie is afraid to do high-speed moves. In a tight aerial fight, he snaps into a bold, fearless persona. Under this Wild Eagle mindset, Jamie destroys many Zabats and even dives into the Whale King itself, forcing the Backdraft group to flee. By surviving these battles, the Blitz team becomes known for their daring moves and teamwork. Bit's Liger Zero continues to prove itself as a one-of-a-kind Zoid, and their victories draw both friends and enemies. Despite rivalries, personal feuds, and the threat of the Backdraft group, Bit and the Blitz team keep growing stronger, ready for even bigger challenges ahead. Bit and the others move on, earning new victories and closer bonds. One night, Lena Toros receives a spooky email about a chainsaw man who vows to destroy her gun sniper. After seeing damaged Zoids in the area, she grows worried. Harry and the others try to protect her, but their machines are attacked. Naomi and Jamie investigate, uncovering that these chainsaw rumors come from a group of Spinosappers, stealing power parts. In a final battle under the moonlight, the Blitz team stops these criminals. Lena briefly sees a 6th Spinosapper piloted by a mysterious girl, but no one else notices. After this, Dr. Leon soon kidnaps Lena once more because of an old grudge. Years ago, he had asked Dr. Toros to write a love letter to Lena's mother, but Dr. Toros signed his own name instead. Furious at losing that romance, he uses an anti-gravity device to toss Zoids around and demands an illegal match. Zoids, like Sinkers, Spinosappers, and the Whale King, pressure the Blitz team, but Lena escapes. Oscar, Jamie's father, rescues her in a Pteris. Dr. Toros and Leon argue about their competing Whale Kings until Bit manages to slash the enemy ship with the Liger Zero, ruining Leon's plan again. Meanwhile, Leon Toros returns, now piloting a red Blade Liger. He teams up with Naomi for a while, then challenges Bit. Their match gets interrupted by Polta from the Backdraft, who invades with many Rev Raptors. Leon and Bit team up, letting Liger Zero in Schneider form cut through the attackers. Afterward, Leon hints that more Zoids might share the Ultimate X secret, matching pilots in a special way. Dr. Leon later arms a group of Storm Sworders for another assault. Jamie tries to fight them in the Reynos using his Wild Eagle persona, but the enemy is too strong. Pierce's Storm Sworder nearly knocks him out of the sky until Bit and Lena help. Their well-timed attacks force Leon to retreat once again. In another bizarre incident, Harry's robot Benjamin falls in love with a judge, causing him to break into the Ultrasaurus so he can meet his beloved judge. Bit and Harry have to stop him, eventually freeing a judge capsule mid-battle. It's strange, but oddly a happy ending and part of the story. Skipping ahead, Stolar quits the Backdraft and challenges Bit to a special Mode 0992 fight. Elefander vs. Liger Zero. Bit tries the Schneider armor, but it can't pierce Elefander's shield. Realizing Liger Zero actually wants to use the Panzer armor, Bit agrees. Panzer's heavy firepower nearly melts Elefander's defenses, but the Liger overheats and shuts down. The Backdraft's force his attack, destroying Elefander, but the Panzer reactivates just in time to save Stolar and wipe out the Ant-Man Zoids. Brad then gains the Shadow Fox, which Dr. Leon was secretly building. Later, Brad almost defeats the Blitz team before the judge calls off the fight for breaking team rules. The Shadow Fox officially joins the Blitz team after more Zabats are chased away. Leon then kidnaps Harry Champ as part of another scheme. But Lena, angry at Harry's broken promises, blasts his captors aside. Eventually, the Backdraft group reveals their own Ultimate X, the Berserk Fury, piloted by child prodigy Vega Obscura. The Blitz team can't stop it at first, and Liger Zero Jaeger and Lena's gun sniper both lose quickly. Everything leads to the Royal Cup, an elite Class A tournament. Bit and the Berserk Fury stand out as the top competitors. The Blitz team beats Jack Sisko, Naomi, Leon, and the Tigers team. The Backdraft then starts attacking Judge satellites to gain an advantage. Finally, Bit faces Vega. Panzer's armor can't break the Fury's shield, and Fury's particle cannon would finish Liger Zero if not for a falling Judge satellite. Fury then has to redirect its shot, so Bit ejects the Panzer armor and fights in the base Lager form. With help from Brad's distractions, Bit slashes the Fury's neck. Vega is ejected and the Fury goes offline. Thus, Bit becomes the new Zoids champion, and the Blitz team celebrates their victory, looking forward to a well-earned rest. And that concludes the story of Zoids New Century. Yo, I loved Zoids as a kid, especially playing the video game on GameCube was crazy. Zoids Battle Legends was absolutely insane. I ran the Schneider armor up like no tomorrow. Let me know if anybody else out there played that game or remembers it. Thanks for watching, like the video, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. Till next time, peace.